Shalom, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and mercy, and the journey leading it all the way into the return of the one of the world called Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahweh Shai. And in his return is going to be the kingdom of heaven, wherein peace will be established on the earth. Now, what we got going on here, this woman, Jada Parker, she is a WWE wrestler. She in her mid-20s. She is on NXT, which is like the development brand. So she's one of the stars of that show, and she's a former athlete. She played soccer for LSU, one of the top soccer teams. Very, in many eyes, attractive. So-called. She's a Judite woman. I believe she has a black father and a Edomite mother. But they're calling her phobic, because she liked something that was basically saying, men that changed to women, right? Trans women can't be playing in born woman sports. And usually to the general, human, to the general normal human, that's a normal concept, because look at somebody, even you look at these average to mid above average boys. If you put their same numbers in any sport, amongst the girls, they're going to be the stars, that's young and old. You even put who's the least best NBA player, and you put him in the WNBA, he's going to be doing Caitlin Clark numbers. But she made this statement. She liked it, and she liked it on her real account. This is why, when people are this is why, one, people don't want to say their true opinions, and especially people who are so-called figures, because, the higher you get in society, the more assets you get, the more really you're stifled, from having any type of opinions or mindsets. And it's just not smart to, it's not convenient to. But the Heavenly Father is having things so wild in these last days where people are just like, look, I gotta talk. Because I'm sure she understands how the game works, especially her being in her mid-20s. She grew up on the internet, so she knows, especially now, these past 7 years, how these things work. Anything that goes against the so-called status quo, they try to paint you out as the worst thing in the world, which everybody, which I'm sure to people who are around her, she's a very nice person. She's well respected. She's one of the best, even in her young age, at wrestling. But just this comment, they're trying to derail her entire career. So she said, if you're going to check me, come correct. So right now she's literally trending. She's trending. She's making headlines and things like that. I'm not trying to skim through this. I'm trying to find her different posts. I guess I can't see it. But if you research it, you'll find it. But yeah, she's literally trending at this point, and they're trying to cancel her. They're saying all manner of evil about her. They're saying all manner of evil about her, painting her like she's the worst person in the world. They're trying to ruin her career, trying to make her lose her job. Thousands upon thousands of people. The post that she has 1.3 million views. Threatening this woman's livelihood that she worked for, bit by bit. Being in that industry, that wrestling industry, making it to the WWE, that's not easy at all. And to make it to where she made in such a short time. But they're trying to destroy her. And this is the world, this is the society that's lived in, because when you work for a brand or really anything, any type of thing. Um, these are the type of things that happen. So you see why, you know, different things that people know is wrong can happen, but everybody's like, well, I guess that is what it is, because nobody wants to be the person to say something and have all this nonsense happen to them, you know. But that goes back to the scripture. This is Isaiah 59, verse 14. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter, right? So truth is fallen in the street, because really, everybody has strings on them. Everybody has strings on them. Everybody has to do things towards the status quo because, their lives are affected. So unless you live off the grid or run your own business, and even then, that could be affected, because if you run your own business, they could just say, okay, nobody go to this business, and you see that happen all the time. They say nobody, and bam, certain times somebody's business is ruined. But certain times people agree with it so much, and they respect them for being bold enough to speak and say something that they get agreed with. But these are the way these things happen. So it could be a lie. Somebody could say, what's that thing called? The king's pants are down. I forgot. It was like it's just like a little parable, about the king's pants being down, and every single person they saw the king. He came out and did a speech, and his pants were down. Everybody saw it, but nobody said anything. Why? Because they knew that whoever says the king's pants are down, whoever says that his whole thing is out, they know they're gonna die. But it took somebody to say the king's pants are down, and I forgot what happened. But yeah. But this is the society that is built and that's forged. Because the thing is, now we're in the time period so where it's not easy for things to be glossed over, because everything is affecting your life. You want to be like, oh, okay, well, let me not talk about this and that. But now your daughter's at home crying because she got in a wrestling match with a boy who puts a wig on, and she got her arm broken and her neck broken, or your daughter was the number one track runner and was the top track runner in the state, and she got all her records broken by a boy, who's yoked up, musculared up, and won, and cooked her, or the swimming thing. That the one person in swimming who was like number 200 with the boys and like number 5 with the girls. And I think he got a medal, and that person getting the medal pushed out, or even making the rankings, that pushed another girl who worked her entire life out the rankings. But also, these people want to cry, but this is the society that they create, because it's y'all fault. It's y'all fault. This is the society that y'all created. So, so the worst is going to happen to it, because guess what? Once people do speak about these things, you guys be jumping on the bandwagon, dropping all these labels on people, trying to make them lose jobs, lose opportunities, trying to paint them like they're mass murderers and things like that. Like they're talking about her. They're putting her names in headlines like she's a mass murderer, and all she did was like a thing and have an opinion. But these are the same people that say, oh, tolerate people's opinions, tolerate people's lifestyles. Why don't you tolerate her opinion not being for you guys, Why does she have to lose her livelihood for over that? But this is the society that y'all created. That's why, Lord willing, Yahweh Shemel Shai willing, this thing happens very soon. I pray Yahweh Shemel Shai does what he has set in the book to do very soon. Verse 15, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment right. She made herself a prey. which, you know, this even though she did it and, you know, the spirit just had her do it and it is what it is, this is still not wise to do. You know, this is still not wise to do. You still got to use wisdom moving around in this society. She could have went on a different account or whatever it was, but she went on her, but she made it a point to show, because she went on her full on account, you know. So you gotta use wisdom. But she was so frustrated in the spirit, you know, especially her being a woman athlete, that this was going on, that she purposely liked it on that account, and she said, if you're gonna check me, come correct, God bless. So she was on that timing, and she wanted the smoke on her real account. You know, she made a point to do that. You know, but you brothers out there, just use wisdom. You know, don't be out there in your job. You know, even if there's a person that's of you know, the community or whatever, or another nation, or whatever it is. You know, scriptures talk about, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. You know, so you don't want to be making your walk or making your life harder for yourself. You know, do what you need to do, but use wisdom. You know. But yeah, that's really about it. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.